Hello everyone, welcome back, and it looks like we are getting a phone call.
If you're still there, please don't answer. I don't
What?
think I could survive the proof.
Well, that's upsetting. Also, there's no one alive. We're almost guaranteed that, so that's even more terrifying. Thankfully, while I'm on my boat, I can produce most of the materials needed to do most of everything. And we are gonna need cables, so we're gonna add some of them. I'm gonna switch over to 6. And just get you bashing. It's always fun when they have no way of figuring out how to get to you. Granted, you have to be careful because sometimes they will figure it out. And then you are up a creek. Hi. There we go. Turning angry worms into... Oops. Into power. Now, one of the things we need to do is add the extra power plant here. The reason for that is actually kind of simple. I'm gonna go build. Now, here's a fun little trick. If I go here and say, hey, I want to build this, I can then come here and now I have the inventory for it for me to build it elsewhere. Now I do need to be careful because even if the worms aren't supposed to be able to really get me here, that does not mean that they will listen to that suggestion. I also have a gamer kitty who is currently trying to take control of the mouse. Okay. Cut power there. What is attacking the boat? I can say with absolute impunity that I don't want anything attacking the boat. Of course, it's more parasite worms because it's raining enough that they are not concerned with, you know, the feats of mortal robots. Thankfully, at least for now, they cannot get on the boat. Yeah, forklift is going to be a demolition, just because it does have value for us. Now, I know we can get into the one lab and get it all set up. We are actually going to hold off on that. And the reason for that is actually kind of simple. One, we do not want to advance the story right this second. Two, we haven't checked the basement, and oop. Come on. And the basement is, you know, full of stuff. Ooh. Yes, I know. In order to get in there, we do need to do the security override at this point, so let's head back. We have plenty of stuff we want to scrap and deal with. Some of you may have even noticed we're running low on bullets. Not dangerously low, but lower than I would have liked. There. Stop trying to put me in the grinder. It is not my place. We want to deposit similar. Deposit similar. Deposit similar. It's funny that we have these retro cartridges. Hi, deposit trash. Deposit that. Deposit this. Go. Okay. Okay. Add missing parts and build. Now, nice if I could put it there, but for now, our main thing we're gonna do is just get it built. So, let's fix the boat a little because, again, the boat will take damage periodically as stuff attacks it. Most of the stuff, things I need to check is... I didn't get the stabilizer because it takes quite a bit more power than we are currently generating, which does make it a little bit dangerous. Okay. let's just listen to that great thunder. Yeah, sure. And get access to this lab that we definitely should have access to. Right, I forgot. Still have to... Okay, that was irritating. Okay. So, this is a bit of a game called Pass the Baton. As you saw, we could not build that where we wanted to. We didn't have the materials. Now we do. Now, why would we need the materials in the first place? That is because I can come up there and put the table there, which lets me pass it up these stairs. Now, next thing you do is bypass as much stuff as you can. And that's how it's done. Now, to the terminal. Please wait for authorization. That was very creepy.
The communication array is damaged. Repair it, recharge the relay, and let the beacon speak again.
Hi. Get the power turned on. Repair it. We are not flipping that switch though, not until after we check out the basement. Because that's draining a lot of power, and it's not doing anything right now. Of course, this needs a level 3 access, and I don't believe you get it on this platform. I believe you have to go elsewhere for it, so... Okay. Charging. That reminds me, if I go to skills, how far down? Okay, next one, medium battery. That is absolutely vital. Courier skimmer. That's interesting. I don't know if that's automated. Cylinder for a petrol engine. That's cool. I'm assuming that goes on the skimmer. Okay, cool. Breaching barrel. Steel binoculars are nice. Friendly sweetheart. That is also cool. Pistol shards and the diesel tank. The water purifier is used in a later thing. Now, you might be wondering, why am I not stripping everything for materials? It's because we are technically far enough along that we don't need to right now. Would it help? Yes. Would it help me in this instance exactly? Not quite. What I will do, go here, maybe make, nice little cosmetic change to my robot. Hopefully I do not find any like him anywhere, because that becomes, we'll say, problematic. 15 kilograms of material. Great. Cool. G to take all. And send it back. Broken baby. Don't like the name of it. But not a whole lot I can do about it. Connect this to me. Power ourselves up. Thankfully we have a few power methods. Nothing too crazy, but enough to keep us sorted for a minute. Oh. See, and this is why you explore, because random things will help you level. Granted, grinding the entire outpost into oblivion would also help me level, but it's not quite in the same way. So we want to come here and go, hey, we want the battery bank because that's useful. Now, the efficiency matrix is great. Problem is I haven't really found a place to put it, so I don't want to grab something that's technically useless to me. Better wind is good. This is good because it allows me to scrap other diesel components without too much fear. And we are going to get to the point where we're working with fuels. Next things that are going to happen is power management. I know. It's not, the most pretty. But if you look, we have reduced our power consumption. Not a lot, but enough to make a point. Okay, 2 kilowatts is... well, to be blunt, I'm gonna see how much more I can get out of this. Really? Come on. Okay. Let's try this again, hopefully before they all come back. So, gravity is your friend. Creepy, worm things, not so much. Build, and build. One thing you will notice is you can never have enough of these cables. You will go through them quite literally like nothing you've ever seen before. Loot. There you go. Okay, power that down. Away we go. Now, is it foolish to pull power from your ship? Yes, because as you can see, I do not actually have enough power to run a lot of things. One of the things I can do, but I'm not going to for safety's sake, is I can turn off the power on a ship. That will basically guarantee that I'm effectively fine. However, will not. We don't want a whisper, we want a cyclone. Add, and add. And we are going to come over here. Build. 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 Again, hearing giant bangs out in the distance, not great. And yes, we are sitting on our ship so that we do not get murderized. Is unfortunately something that has to be done, because if I step off the boat, I will not be living very long. The other thing is I'm not going to be putting a power cable across the front. I'm more than happy to put one up, but I will not put it across the front. The reason for that. Oop. Come on. Carefully. Okay, good enough. There to there to here. And going the other direction. Better. Building down normally is the better option. If you're careful, you can even use these to bungee jump. I do not recommend doing it unless you know exactly what you're doing, because it can get very painful very quickly. anyone who's seen my live stream of this game has seen in the past. Oop. So far, everything seems to be behaving, so not too worried. It's mostly just taking time, but seeing as I'm not leaving the ship until daylight anyway, flying worms, it's not something I'm too terribly worried about. Shark, and again, they're great for very high-end parts, but we're not currently at the point where high-end parts are really a necessity to us. And yes, I could make a much more efficient power delivery for this. I'm not too worried about it right now. We are not doing anything too insane. I don't like you. Because that obviously is pointing to something below the water. Hey, unplug that for now. That way. There you go. Back. Might as well start the relay, and then we can try taking a look in the worm-infested waters. Because why not? I forgot I unplugged the power. Yeah. Emergency lighting is perfectly fine with me.
The relay is alive again. Data streams freely, revealing paths once hidden.
Cool.
Beyond these waters awaits the Lazarus Complex, humanity's greatest hope. Seek it out, Caretaker.
Okay. So, if I shut this down, I don't lose anything. Now, just for safety's sake, I will put power back on. You're gonna empty our inventory because there could be plenty of them. I get stuck. Come on. Is there an unstuck button? That is. Right, I believe it is... Okay, there is absolutely gotta be an unstuck button. I just don't know where it is. We'll remove head bob. But... Oh, come on. Is very upsetting. I delete this. Come on. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to look this up, so give me a moment. No idea if this is a thing that works. Hmm. Hmm. Looks like there is... Okay. Options. Autosave. Every 5 minutes. Unfortunately, that means basically have to save and go back. Okay, 5 minutes since last. That, gonna hit continue. Fingers crossed, this fixes it. Yes! Curse you, power pole. Also, there's a power pole. Why can't I connect to those? Turn this on. Grind everything we could possibly ever need. Drop everything off. Drop these. Off. Come to here. Paint. Paint. Gotta go. Test. Any of these have space? Oh. Okay. Well, we gotta go drop off the paint, and we might as well heal while we're up there. Also, uh, connect to self, and send it back. Come up here and throw our paint in there. Now, Geronimo. Okay, we are being attacked quite dramatically. And I don't know if I can do anything about it. Okay. A little bit of repair. Under enhancers. So I could increase my vitality, but I don't feel like that's gonna actually be useful. Load duration's not really useful. Increase fall damage, again, not quite useful. Again, telling me, hey. Mm-hmm. Great. Still have no idea what's down there. Yep, keep following me and keep exploding on the surface. Yeah. You all should have exploded long before, but for some reason you have not, so... Again, why am I so slow? And again... just not explained. Oh, I'm so slow because I have picked up the mass of many suns. Come on. Yeah. I'm also pretty sure, like, most of me is damaged. But yeah, I'm 140% overweight. That's not particularly useful. Okay. What I'm gonna do is go upstairs and dump as much of this into my fuel refinery, because I need fuel more than I need biomass right now. Hi. Uh, that's a lot better. Uh, add, build. Well, doing okay on fuel. We will probably be looking to, add some large fuel canisters to the front, and maybe some battery banks back here. Just, you know, stuff that will make it a little easier to get around and do stuff. Thankfully, we are fully powered up. Detach. Okay, hi biomass. Let's customize. Biomass. Go. Again, no idea what it's trying to point me towards, because there is nothing under here but pain. Like, I know there are some facilities where there are underground or underwater things, but that does not appear to be one of them. So, now what we're going to do is pack up. Because we have no intention of coming back. Only reason we would come back is if we wanted to check that basement area. And right now, we do not have any of the stuff required to do that. Okay. We went overdraw, so this power ourselves up. That. Things we are going to make. And then we're going to build another chest. Nope. Then we will build another chest. Okay. Reducing build time is kind of useful. But for now we are still on this power management tick. Dump for now. I'll grab the rest of the components because they are useful. Okay. Get ready to move. There we go. You're now officially disconnected. Uh, Slowly getting enough material to do some real crazy stuff, but we do need to be power conscientious still, because if we are not, well, then things go bad. And now I know they want me to go handle the Lazarus project right now. That seems like a poor life decision. I can a marker. Oh, cool. I can just select it. Okay. We're throttled up. It is dark out, so, or more specifically, it's foggy, so we do have to be careful. As naval mines are basically everywhere. Well, we are moving quite quickly for this, so hopefully we will get there and figure out what we want to learn. We also, thankfully, have a near limitless supply of fuel and power. Now we do have to be careful because as you approach these docks, they do have naval mines protecting them, and that is never good. Also, I apologize, I've had the sound off for a while for the game, so it must have been deafeningly quiet aside from my boring commentary. But yeah,
Caretaker, I found 3 old service platforms tied to a Deer Motors and Fahart ship's work program. Each one may hold part of a lost gyro blueprint. If we recover all 3, we may be able to build the machine again. This is one of the platforms. The real archive should be below deck, in the mechanics room. Find a way in, Caretaker. Old
what do you mean
blueprints
below
often
deck?
survive, where machines were meant to be repaired, not displayed.
Okay. Drop the anchor. I don't like that we fell that deep into the water, especially in water that we cannot see anything. Or that's giving some people nightmares already. Oh look, a body. I'm just gonna assume that's gone for now. What on earth is hitting me? Okay. Sure. How much power is this sucking? Not that much, okay. I can work with that. Oh! Well, at least he's on deck.
That confirms the frame pattern. Light, crude, and built around field repairs. Not elegant, but useful. Deer Motors had a talent for making machines that refuse to die.
Good to know. Get out of the water as quickly as I can. Deal with the haunted body, because apparently that's a thing. Okay. Don't worry, friend. You're going to a better place, the scrapyard. Okay, I know there was another one I tossed, but I do not know where he went. Also, I don't like that they're waiting for me. So we're going to go and get out of Crazy Town. I know it's in the complete wrong direction, but we've gone the right direction before. That hasn't always led us to where we want to be, so. We're gonna pull 180. Oh no, that's a sunken city. That's what that symbol means. So we will check out the solar panels. I don't think it's gonna be that useful to me, but who knows? Maybe I might get a good pattern out of it. As long as I don't get eaten by a shark. Okay. We have time. That scared me. I thought I'd went and got myself put down, to say. Probably the appropriate term. Okay. Cut that out. 700 out, so we should check to ensure we are not sailing into naval mines. We are going to turn that off. Highlight all those. Oh, there's the naval mines. There's also a shark. Wonder if I could trick the shark into eating a naval mine. That seems like a problem for a different moment. Now we are gonna come in. We're gonna go nice and slow. I'm guessing there is something of use. That's why there's so many broken turbines and things of that nature. Turn back to steering. Okay, I don't know if I hit something and that's what stopped me, or if... what, but... There we go. Not perfect, but yeah. There we go. Yep. And of course I'm out of bullets, because why wouldn't I be? Okay, back to the ship. Let's get below deck and look at grabbing ourselves some ammunition. One, two, three. So, fuel, water, gas, and electricity. That does work, but not quite what I need. Okay, something just tried to get aboard the boat. Hi. Come join me in the sun. How are you not gone already? Okay. You guys quite literally should not even be capable of doing anything, so I don't know how you are. Again, how are you out? It is daylight. For now. Grab that before someone thinks it's a fishing line and decides to eat it. Let's grab the bodies. Because there's always bodies. Yes, yes, yes. You know, I have a simple solution for this. I'll grab a canister. Just use that to get the doors open. Inventory. Drop. Yes, I know, I am very much over the power cap. Kind of fine with that right now. Also, you paint. Doesn't seem to be helping with the power problem, but hey. Maybe we can find area that needs power somewhere. Just because, at least on a technical note, my ship can power most of everything here. Uh, Come on, a little space. Thank you. Okay. Uh, okay. No idea what this is valued at, but it can probably be scrapped. Because I'm almost positive this has no value because it is aged. Uh, eh. Well, there's something. Eek. Go. And now we got ammo. So we literally made ourselves like 90% ammo. But I'd rather be 90% ammo than 100% dead. Fortunately, what will happen if I'm not careful? Okay, I need to heal up. Basically pump ourselves full of energy. Grab our firearm and start dealing with the problem. I keep forgetting, ricochets are a thing. Okay. Now we know we have... Oh. Easy enough to fix. Hi. Can you stay powered for more than 30 seconds? Hope the answer is yes. Quick. Yeah, no. Okay, that's not... Is there a reason I would even bother going in here at this point? Like, yeah, it's got some nice power generation, but that's about it, and honestly, my own power generation is just as good. Of course, I would fall down in between the boat, which is quite literally the most dangerous place you could ever be. I'm not even talking in the game, like, realistically speaking, if you fall between a boat and a pier, or a boat and another boat, a boat and anything, you just don't. For your own safety, don't. Let's check. Oh, more paint. Let's check the room I did not. Hi. Bye. Okay. Did we grab everything? I feel like we grabbed most of the stuff. Also, let's turn our flashlight off. Other than that leather pod, kind of, you know, net neutral here. Yeah, that is useful. Even if I can't pick it up. Honestly, that and the Lazarus pod are probably the two primary useful items that I found. Below deck. And yeah. High-tech parts. That. Take our paint because we have so much of it. This is a nice vibrant color, so I kind of want to take a peek at it. Honestly, yes. It's vibrant, it looks nice. Okay. I don't know why I like that. Okay. What's this called? A Helios Reserve? Right. Who knows? Let's get below deck for now. All the resources. Drop it all off. Okay. Down the power on that because it doesn't need to run right now. Drop that off. And get moving. I believe we're gonna go to the next one. Might as well try and head for the Lazarus project. For anyone who's watched my last play of this, you already know what's coming up, so it's not that surprising. We do want to avoid the sea mines as we try and get out and about. Oh, that's an interesting... You see how it leaves like a bit of a shadow image of my, of the wind turbines? I think that's something with the rendering and the lightning, but for now, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to go up to the Lazarus project, see if we can find another beacon, because I know there are beacons around here that I can use. Problem is, I gotta find them. Okay. This should be fine for fuel. D and E. Now we should be... Cameras. Yeah, we're still losing fuel at a pretty decent rate, but not as bad as one would think. Still need to build a set of fuel tanks on the ship just to ensure that we are in a good condition, but do that after we take a peek at this Lazarus project. Hopefully the sun will come up soon.
You found it. The Lazarus complex. Its halls lie dormant, waiting for you to bring it back to life.
Yeah, sure. The first rule of business, do not try to bring people back right away. You are almost never ready for it. Oh, we overshot, so get back up here and throw it in reverse. There we go. Should have moved us back far enough that we can come here, get ourselves anchored. Find me. Pull that up. Whipping out and prepare to move, because we are actually doing well. Work like we are not. And for that, we do need to up our power a little bit. The Lazarus project is quite a complex. While there are plenty of things to build and repair and handle in here, it is definitely, well, quite a complex is probably the best term I could have come up with. Yeah, we're not gonna pick up a lot of stuff. Batteries, sure, just because they're consumable and we do need to start consuming them. But, yeah. Nope. And of course we miss. Hey. course, there's two of them. Of course, this one has stuff like people were living here. Great. Shouldn't be picking up stuff while we're doing this, but I'll have to come all the way back out here for that.
The power's offline. We can't access the Hall of Humanity unless you find the main tower. It should be on the roof.
Pull back. Go, go, go. Climb up. This whole place is infested, and I will clear it up at a point. Right now is not that point. Power restoration. That, even though it is heavy, because if I run into a power point, I can get power going for a moment. Ow. Power. Not mistaken, there are more broken sections. Here goes nothing. And, you know, if it's not already obvious, I am still guessing. Is I don't have... Okay. Head to holster 3. Okay. That could have gone a lot worse than it did. And yes, of course, we had to meet a new enemy. Because why wouldn't we? Go 5. I don't think there's anything worse scanning here. Not at the moment. I believe that changes when we do get power back and we can actually see some of this stuff. But for now, we are mostly running through a dark building. Mm-hmm. Seeing how bad this is. Okay, now we go up to the roof. And return to... Yep. Hi, buddy. I remember you. I don't remember having to do all this parkour, but then again... Yeah. Also, you know, body farm at this point. There's probably a little thing where you can... Get back. Fire works great. And we want to make sure we do not upset the angels. Because it would not take them long to disassemble us.
The power is restored. Now we can enter the Hall of Humanity.
Yeah, neat. Do a nice save. Grab some items. Grab this cable and... Wait for now. We're gonna drop this. That. There we go. Now we come here and go boop. And boop. Back. Go boop. Got everything down. Okay, we don't have a lot of time left, so we have to make it count. Part of that is going to be coming here, going, hey, our power, how much can we make? Battery still needs rubber and fabric, plastic, iron. Hi. Well, that was effective. Glass. Fabric, glass, plastic and glass. Okay. I think the glass is probably gonna be one of our biggest problems, but I might be able to get away with it. The other thing is, if I can get down to my boat, I will have a better shot. Wire, broken glass. Okay. I don't know if it'll let me do partial repairs, but I'm gonna try. I need iron and plastic. Hi. You scare me. Crop. And where's plastic? Okay, fingers crossed. Realistically, I just need one to get everything started. Okay. Now we are back into the recycling the universe section. Okay, in order to do... Oh. Cool, I unlock more stuff. Power management, again. Which is nice, because we are almost at the cap. Jet ski's nice. Compressor barrels. Interesting. Voltage. The Soft targets is not really a thing I'm worried about. Laser sight. Binoculars. Okay. I will give binoculars that. I am gonna need these. But we're gonna wait on everything else for right this second. Build the connector port. What do I need for this? So for the battery, I'm gonna need one more fabric. Okay, so fabrics and plastics. Okay. 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 Build. Do the connector port. What do I need for that? Fabric. And you just happen to grind down something that does it. So, yay. Build. Thankfully, I can build this with relative ease. Shut that down for now. That. Do that. Now, for the most part, I have power. Not an unlimited supply of power, but power nonetheless. Okay, you're not outputting anything right now, but that just takes 3 plastic to fix. You think the easiest, yeah. Use and use. Power that up. Bunch of plastics. Bunch of plastics and some iron. Cut that. Again, we do not have an infinite amount of power. At least technically speaking. Building stuff like this is actually cheap enough to be viable. Ooh, you little mindless murder machines. Come on. Yeah, you guys saw nothing. Do not try to kill me, please. Yes. Okay. Now we have consistent power. That is important. Because this is... well... is useful. That's the important bit. Need plastic. Plastic and fabric. Plastic and fabric. Okay. Fabric's easy. Plastic's a little bit harder to get your hands on, but not by much. Okay. That wasn't great, but we can deal with it. Start fixing these up. And then we need more plastics, because of course we do. Metal barrel. Okay. Come here, start repairing. No, can't repair that. Let's see if there's any other... Oh, more ammo. No. Preferably not the best. And more plastics. Okay. I'm seeing a pattern. Isn't great. There you go. Those are metal barrels, but they're sitting on plastic crates, so I'm not particularly worried. What I do want to do, though, plastic. Okay, so those can be used for plastic. That's used straight rubber. Fabric. Start collecting minor scrap. Well, at least for now. Okay, that worked. Okay. We can get the power back up, but first thing we have to do is get some power back into us. How much plastic do I have? A little bit. Nowhere near enough. Doesn't help that we're almost out of time as well, so... What is that? Yeah, I kind of prefer the wind turbines. Of course we're out of ammo. Yeah. Well, even though grenades technically are not the answer to all my problems, they don't hurt. So, petroleum refinery is one thing. We can then do a portable electric generator, which uses petroleum. So, cut that down so this can start building up. And just start tossing the excess stuff. Oh, not the paint. Toss all that in there. Organize. Drop. Hi. I still have no idea what it means by take sample. Okay. So there is stuff up there. I just don't know how to get it. I can knock it down though. Yep, our little photo drone. And unfortunately, we are gonna have to call it here. We're back. Hopefully, we will be doing better this time. But for now, take it easy.